Welcome. Today we're going to talk about what happens when we say yes when we mean no. Do you ever find yourself saying yes when you actually mean no? And then wondering why you end up falling into the same pitfalls over and over and over again, around wondering why you're feeling resentful or tired or exhausted by doing this. So we often say yes when we mean no out of fear. So we're often fearing rejection from people, that people will not love us or be open to us or give us another chance if we say no, which is what we actually mean to say, rather than the yes, which is people pleasing. And so we get into this place where people request our time, they request activities from us, they request tasks from us. And rather than saying, no, I don't have the time, or I would love to do that, but I can't right now, we end up in this self-abandoning place where we really aren't recognizing our own needs. We are forfeiting our own needs to allow other people to move into this. Now, this gets very curious, especially when we're sort of saying that things are okay when they're not okay. And have you ever found that sometimes people will say, are you sure you mean yes? Or are you sure you're okay? And they're actually checking their boundaries for us. And yet we're still denying that we actually want to say no, or we're denying that we're actually upset about something. So in the perfect example of this, someone might come up to you and say, you look upset, are you okay? And we immediately kind of go, yeah, no, I'm okay. No, I can do anything you need me to do. And so can you see this as self-abandoning? So rather than having our own needs, we're forfeiting them to other people. This often leaves us exhausted in so many different ways. We can also do this because we have a fear of conflict. So if we just go along with what's needed or what we're anticipating are the needs of others, somehow we have this magical thinking that we can avoid any conflict or fear of conflict that might be coming our way. I would say especially that women are guilty of this, because as women, we are socialized to put our needs below other people's, to sacrifice for other people, to caregive for other people. And so us as a society actually even reinforces women a lot of the time to be self-abandoning in this way, to go along with the crowd, to not stand up for what we want to say yes when we mean no, to say it's okay even though we're not okay. And every time we do this, we are giving away a little piece of ourselves in the way that we are not standing up for our truth. We're not standing up for what our needs are in that moment. The origin of this is often in our families growing up. And this isn't to blame our families. Our families always do the best that they can. But in most families, we get into these unspoken rules where we do need to say yes to things when we mean no, or there are consequences to saying no, or perceived consequences to saying no. So I would ask you to just reflect and catch yourself in the act of, are you saying yes when you mean no? Are you saying you're okay or it's okay when it's not okay? And how does that make you feel after the fact when you've not spoken your truth or stood up for what your needs are in that moment? I know we all do it from time to time. I definitely know that I do it. And so part of the healing work that we do is to catch ourselves and notice when we're doing it. Because 90% of the work is noticing what we're doing so that we can then be aware of what we're doing and work at changing it in tiny little ways, knowing that we're not going to get it right every single time. I hope this was helpful. If it was, please like and subscribe. And if you have any future requests, please leave them in the comments below. I thank you so much for spending your precious time with me, and we'll see you on the next video.